Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Magic: The Gathering Arena, playing another Quick Draft Dominaria United. And as you can see, we don't have a lot of time before this goes out of rotation. As I mentioned, they're bringing in March of the Machine, which I'll probably give a try. I've heard it's good. You know, some people have said it's the best draft format since Neo, which I loved. So yeah, fair enough. I guess I'll give it a try. Two great cards on offer here: the Knight of Dawn's Light and Balmor. And then like some other fine stuff. Like Extinguished Light's pretty good, but I think I'd take either of these over it. These uncommons. I'm not sure which is like better. If we had a goal of finishing the draft quickly, Balmor would certainly be the pick, right? Because when you win games with Balmor, you win them fast. I mean, it's like I don't know. I mean, have I played in this? I've done like 3 drafts, right? In this recent little spurt, yeah, and they've all been blue, right? No, that's not true. They've all been Esper. I had blue white, black white, and then black blue. So wouldn't it be nice to mix in something other than those 3 colors and take Balmor? I don't know. There's also several decent follow-up picks for Balmor here. I mean, I guess not that many, right? G2 Amplifier would be good for a Balmor deck. Monstrosity is more of a Gruul card, but it is playable in Balmor. If you can like pump things and then play this. Especially with like Amplifier, right? You can cast an instant or sorcery and get a discount of 2 on the Molten Monstrosity. Anyway, but like the Tolarian Geyser and the G2 Amplifier are much more Balmor cards, I think. And so like it's possible that we could wheel one of those. I don't know. I'm going to take the Balmor. I haven't gotten to play that many Balmor decks in my life, and none recently. Tolarian Terror is a great fit for that, I guess. Neshoba Brawler is also a strong card for the domain decks, but I think Tolarian Terror is also a strong card for most decks. It's much better for the deck that goes with Balmor, but I need to be like careful not to just draft everything towards exactly my first pick, right? Figure out what's coming to me. Try to be open to the deck that is actually possible, not just the deck that goes with my first card. However, in this case, I think Tolarian Terror is just a good card for a lot of decks. I don't need to say, oh, let's take Neshoba Brawler to be flexible. This is also flexible. Wow, second Neshoba. No, that's an Iconoclast. Okay. Iconoclast is pretty good. Timely Interference. I guess it's Timely Interference. I don't know. The best card here is Extinguish the Light, probably, or maybe my Iconoclast. But I don't know. Forget it. I'm just I'm forcing red blue. You can't make me be flexible. Geyser and Impulse are both good. I'll take the Geyser though. What a tempo play, right? That's what red blue's all about. And there's been a fair bit of white recently, right? We haven't seen any red cards that I've wanted to pick since pack 1. That's not true. There was the G2 Amplifier in the pack with Tolarian, or with Timely Interference, and that would be totally lovely to wheel. But I'm a little like, we might not be able to run red, and you know, there's been some decent white. Maybe we end up being like blue-white splashing Balmor or something, which would make this better. But it's good even if you don't have white, as long as what you have is blue and red. Wow. Tear Asunder and Aaron are both kind of shocking to see pick 5, but I don't really want either of them. There are too many colors that I don't currently want to have. I'm just going to grab another Timely Interference. Very cheap spell. Kind of what this deck wants. Okay, here... Ugh, do I take a Smash to Dust? Or a white card? I'm getting the message that red is not going to be open to me. And I'm not taking this piece of junk. Even in the red-blue Instants and Sorceries deck, this is just not impactful enough. You're not usually constrained on mana very much. You want creatures that do something. But what am I taking? Like, Argivian Cavalier, I guess, is kind of an interesting card. White seems like the place to be. What white cards go with all this? I don't know. I don't really want to add white, I don't think. Like, I'll just pick up my red cards in pack 2 when Lefty, who's also been getting no red cards, is passing them to me. And you know what? This is kind of playable as a board clear. Let's make sure red is... This deck is going to suck. Of course, Tatiova always open for some reason. The bots just never take it. Could take the Relic, but let's get a splashable color here. There's black cards and blue cards that... Sorry. There are blue cards with kicker black and with kicker green, so either of these could be good. We've seen a black kicker card that we might want. We haven't seen a green kicker card yet, so I think this is a little bit better. Plus, we've seen more black cards whizzing by, I think. Could take the Scryland, I guess, but no thanks. Djinn of the Fountain, if we're trying to build the Instants and Sorceries deck, this might actually be good. What? Excuse me? Knight of Dawn's Light, pick 9? Something is wrong here. Okay, well, fine. I guess I'll do it. I should have taken more white early, apparently. I guess we're just not playing red? No, let's take a... I mean... Take Up the Shield is an instant for Djinn of the Fountain and Tolarian Terror, and it's just generally a good card. But I think having a little fixing would be nice. Well, whatever, let's put this in for now. Okay, yeah, we clearly the bots are not taking enough white cards. I should have committed earlier, I guess. God, there's Electrostatic Infantry here. Lightning Strike. I'm going to take some piece of garbage instead. What is this? Is this any good? 4 mana, 3/6. Vehicle. Oh, that's right. This has the, like, flicker effect. If you have any enter the battlefield effects, you could trigger them a fair amount. I mean, I don't really want the Artillery Blast or the Semi-Durbalist very badly. I'm trying to see if, like, it's realistic to run a Jeskai deck, right? 3 colors, red, white, and blue. Because Balmor is... okay, I don't really want to Smash to Dust either. Electrostatic Infantry is insane with the instance deck. And so is Lightning Strike. Just generally with any red deck. And this is not such an uncommon color trio to run for the instance theme, right? White has a decent number of good instance and sorceries to plug into this. And it has Go Wide to benefit Balmor with, like, Captain's Call. So I think I'm taking a red card. And I guess it's going to be this one. Because I already have quite a few instants and sorceries. I need a few more payoffs. This is the bad saga, not the good saga. Lightning Strike looks beautiful. Impulse would be okay. Twinferno, huh? Well, it is quite strong when you can, like, activate this with Balmor, right? Give something, you know, +2 or 3 power for the turn, and trample and double strike. That connects a ton of damage. Balmor is when you cast, right? Yeah, so it doesn't count the copies. So usually you use Twinferno for the bottom half. Flowstone Infusion is also quite a reasonable pick, though, and I think probably better just because it's more flexible. This is only really good as a finisher, but I don't know. This deck loves finishers. It's also a decent combat trick, I guess. Sure. Shore Up is great to see. You could take Warhost's Frenzy, but I'm not sure. I think Shore Up to, like, protect Balmor and stuff like that, or Knight of Dawn's Light. This is another finisher that, like, only works if we're already winning the game. I think I'll just take a Shore Up. There's a counter spell, but I think we're trying to spend most of our mana on our own turn. So this is not going to be so hot. And another Destroy Evil is just reasonable. Although, I don't know, let's take a Flowstone Infusion. We might be able to get away with not playing much white or just splashing it for Knight of... Well, you don't want to splash Knight of Dawn's Light because you don't have any white to pump it. But I could splash a Destroy Evil or something. U2 Amplifier, great. Another Warhost's Frenzy. I still don't think I want it very badly, but I guess I don't want any of this very badly, and it would be nice to have a finisher. Did I already take something like this? I took the Twinferno. That's a finisher. Okay, well, whatever. I don't think we're taking Airtight Scorn. Thrill of Possibility? I guess. Destroy Evil is lovely, but I'm less and less sure that I'm going to have to include white. We've picked up a lot of red in Pack 2, as we sort of expected. So even if I don't get any in the rest, it should be okay. This wall, I don't know. It's like, it's looting to help you find your best cards, but it doesn't actually like threaten to kill them, which is what I would really want, right? Could just take a negate. I don't think I want a 1-mana 1/1 flyer, do I? I don't know. Tempoing out is kind of important. Flyers are nice. Okay, I guess I'll just keep digging for Balmor. Ooh! It's the blue Defiler! That seems like the pick. Rona's Vortex, great tempo removal. Red-blue land, great also. Let's... I think I can cut the white. And I don't have any white kicker even, right? So I can cut the land. Yeah. I don't think I need to run any of that white stuff. I'll take... It is tempting to take a land. I don't even need this land. I don't have any black. No, I have Warhost's Frenzy, I guess. Is that worth running this card? I think so. I don't have that many... Oh, you know what? I have Tolarian Geyser. That's enough reason to run Sacred Peaks. It might go off once or twice. Is that enough reason? Because I'm not going to care very much about life gain, and the tap land might just be the tempo I need to not have. Or not lose, let's say. I think it's Rona's Vortex or the land. It seems pretty clear, but which of those? Oh, by the way, this is Black Kicker. Yeah, Rona's Vortex is just crazy for tempo, and that's what we're trying to have. Two mana weird counterspell. What if I just took a Menace dude? Kind of need some stuff on 3, I think. You do Amplifier again, great. It's exactly the kind of card we want. Pass? Fire NATO, I guess? Hammerhand? Actually, is this any good? 2 mana, like, what are the things we have that we might want to cast? Like, at sorcery speed. Rona's Vortex would be okay, maybe. Timely Interference would be fine. Let's see, you can kick spells if you cast them without paying their mana cost, right? Because it's an additional cost, not an alternate cost. Let me look that up real quick. I guess I'll pause. Yes, you can pay additional costs. You can't pay alternative costs. So this, we could cast this, and then Timely Interference gets kicked. If we pay a total of 4 mana. Which is more expensive than just casting Timely Interference, but it gets us steps 2 and 3 of the saga. Most importantly, step 3. We get to cast like a card a second time. Flowstone Infusion, we might be willing to cast main phase. Lightning Strike, Thrill of Possibility. I think there's plenty. Let's grab this. Everything else here is awful. This also is usually awful, but maybe I can make it work. Wow. Chaplain so late is crazy, but I'm obviously not taking it. The choice here is between Impulse and G2 Amplifier. I have 2 amplifiers already, but that doesn't mean I don't want 5 more. What am I running this black card for? There's a couple things, right? Rona's Vortex, or is that it? That's it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like let this and the Pixie be my color fixers. How am I for blue permanents? I don't actually have that many, right? Pixie Illusionist. Founding the Third Path, that's a permanent, I guess. Jin and Terror. So this, I mean, isn't going to activate on that many things, but I think it's still great. Like a 5-mana flyer that may draw me some cards and certainly draws removal from the opponent. I don't know that I have that much. Like, I'm trying to assess how good counterspells are here. And they're good if you have, like, mana spells that you're willing to hold mana up for. And like, I mean, I'm running, what, 1 counterspell? The Negate? And so, like, taking Impulse would make that counterspell better, in a way, right? I have 2 Thrill of Possibilities, I guess, which also worked for that. I don't know. I don't really want the Negate. But I'm worried I just take too many 2-mana creatures. But I don't know. I don't think you can have too many of them. Twinferno again. I think it's better to just impede momentum. Tempo plays. Got a lot going on at 2 mana here. Another Negate for now, I guess. Certainly over Hammerhand, right? Well, I mean, it's kind of a funny card, but it's not an instant or a sorcery. I don't think I need that. Okay, well, the end of that pack was kind of a downer, but it's fine. I already have the deck. I have to find a couple cards to cut. I think one of them is going to be a land. We're not running a lot of expensive cards. It's basically just like 2 mana and then a couple of... I mean, Jin of the Fountain could be a cut, I guess. Try never to get to 6 mana. Oh. I'm already there, huh? Just cutting the land was enough. And I don't think I want to run any tap lands. The kicker abilities they would give me are fairly minor. And having to play a tapped land would make me sad in a number of situations. So I kind of think this is the deck. Is there something I would cut for Smash to Dust, maybe? Creatures with Defender are kind of a nuisance, I guess. But I have other ways to deal with them, I think. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Let's see what I can do. I'm worried we didn't get like enough payoffs for instants and sorceries, but I guess we have all those amplifiers, right? Dedicants? It's like decadence, but weird. Okay, this is fine. I wish I had a mountain, but you know, this will be able to provide red at a premium, I guess. Blue-green with impulse. It doesn't tell us too much yet. Oh, it's a mountain. My hero. I'd like to stop drawing lands, please. Okay, that'll do. They might let me get away with 1 damage here. Yeah, I got him. I don't have any instants or sorceries. Yes, that's the right tap. This keeps up Rona's Vortex. Although I'm probably going to want to cast that. Well, I don't know. It would be nice to cast it on my turn so that this is a 3-2. Yeah. I guess I don't have anything else to do with my mana next turn because I know what I'm drawing. Ooh, it does nothing, huh? That's nice. Come on, give me something to negate, please. No, okay. Well, I'm not Rona's Vortexing that. I don't want you to destroy one of my dudes. Should have tapped the colorless, though. Oh! If I do this now, I guarantee the card draw. But if I wait till next turn, I can actually kick it and get a 3-3 flyer. I think that's probably more important. I didn't realize, yes, this costs 0 with this guy on the field. So it looks like actual Simic, huh? I think I do this pre-combat because I don't actually have anything to protect, and... Oh, I guess I get to hold up Rona's Vortex anyway if I pay the Phyrexian cost for this, right? I want to make sure that I get the card draw, which... If I give them priority, they might choose to like kill this during combat, and then I wouldn't get to draw, right? So, do this pre-combat. I guess I'm not likely to cast Rona's Vortex, so I'll just... What? Oh. No, that... What? This doesn't seem right. Can't I cast this with Kicker? I should be able to. I can't cast it with the Phyrexian cost. Cast with Kicker. like this. Oh wait, yeah, auto pay, please. Okay, it just wasn't. It seemed like it was saying I couldn't do that. It was confused because of this alternate cost. I don't know. I mean, they left 5 mana open. That suggests they're going to have some way to deal with this. That's why I wanted to do this pre-combat. Now's your chance. I'm tapped out. Whatever you want to do. Love to see it. I'm just about invincible now. Yeah. I just have so many creatures that even if they can do something to me, it doesn't really matter. Weird. They played a Vine Wall, an Impulse, and tried to play a Meteorite. Oh, what is my daily now? I probably have like... Okay, kill creatures. Well, I don't do that very much, but it might happen some. I'm not going to reroll into like cast green or black spells. Flash DW3. Great. It's got Balmor and another creature and a 2-mana spell. Or 2-mana instant. Red, black. But running Sprouting Goblin. I mean, it's a good card even if you can't kick it. And maybe they have green, but just like not in hand right now. Don't know. I think we just run out the Balmor. I don't really have any... Well, no, I have Negate. I could protect him eventually. And I guess there's some universe where I like play Balmor and then play Rona's Vortex, in which case I'd like to have this already on the field. What would red-black be looking at this for? What do they want to do? Are they thinking of Lightning Strike? Cut down. Okay. Good timing on that, because if you waited any longer, you might not be able to. No, I guess I would only... No, with Balmor, I'd be pumping it to like a 4-2, which is invincible to such effects. I guess this is fine. Worst case, I can Rona's Vortex in response to their spell to get my Balmor back. I really don't want to do that, but it's a possibility. Alright, let's see what they have. I'll stop the damage. This is a Brave block. Oh, you can't Rona's Vortex your own thing. It's a good thing. Okay, whoops. Saved. Main phase this in case I decide I don't want to play the island. Oh, I kind of want to discard the island, do I not? But then what about my negate? Well, I'll draw one land in 2 tries, surely. Haha. That's never failed before. Got him. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to dump the Djinn. I probably was. I might not get punished, but Well, I was. I didn't draw an island, but they might not kill my Balmor, which would be the big punish I really care about. But being able to play a 4th land is really valuable, and I shouldn't have risked that. And this Djinn is doing absolutely nothing for 100 years. 3,000 years of longing, in fact, to be able to play this Djinn. I feel like I'm in bad shape. The opponent has 7 lands and some cool stuff going on. I guess just swing and do nothing of interest. I can activate the Kavu once and still have negate available. Or I could try Thrill of Possibility again, I suppose. Should have done that main phase if I was going to, I think. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Jeez. Okay. That island, I want it back. Lightning Strike's a nice card. I'll kill whatever they try to pump, I guess. Okay, or I'll just kill the 3/3 now. I'll try to anyway. Okay. That one? What? I guess I only have 3 mana, but jeez. That seems crazy. I'm just gonna run out an amplifier, and now I actually get to keep open the gate, and I can do some pretty cool stuff next turn. This is the perfect card to Twinferno because it gets pumped when you play any instant or sorcery. Sure, that's fine. They bone splintered a Kavu. I guess the Menace was really frightening, but like this is Balmor's a flyer. It's even harder to block than a Menace creature. And it pumps everything. I think I'm in pretty good shape now. They don't really have enough cards to make any realistic threats, I think. Big creatures I can impede. Big spells I can negate. Opponent walked away from the table. Quit. Just cast Legomos and stormed away in a huff. This is still game 1? I think so. No, it's game 2. I won the first game somehow. What was that game? Oh, it was the blue-green deck that just didn't do anything. The term for that is goldfishing, right? I was playing against a blue-green goldfish. Okay, well, I mean, I guess their timer's about to run out. I was gonna cut, but, like, that sounds like work. If we had a bunch more time to wait, I would, but... Opponent just went into a tunnel. Yeah, that resolves alright. Oh, I guess I'll cut here. If it auto passes, then we just win. And if it doesn't, well, we'll see. And... Oh. I thought we were going to just win because I was going to, like, buff my thing. But we were going to win because it resigns them. Okay, fair enough. Well. So, I don't know. As usual, I was punished for my cavalier attitude towards lands. My entitled attitude of, oh, there's always lands when you need them. Not always. As it turns out. Up against Praying Mantis. I have all my colors and an electrostatic infantry. I can't really ask for much more. Rona's Vortex is a nice add. Okay, I think I now do know what I want to draw, and it's not lands. Great. Incredible. I always forget Rona's Vortex can't target your own creatures. Orzhov. Well, if you kill the infantry, I can't stop you. If you just do nothing, I also can't stop you, but I'm much happier about it. Lightning Strike the face here would put a counter on this, but it's extremely reckless. We obviously want to Lightning Strike a creature. Resolute Reinforcement's coming up, maybe? No. What instant are they holding up here that, like, they were thinking of casting but didn't want to? I see. Okay, so... that's something. I mean... I could Rona's Vortex one of these. I think that's fine. I guess on the other hand, though, I could swing, and then if they actually triple blocked, Rona's Vortex is even better. Yeah. Need another island, it turns out. That seems very brave. I could kick this, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. I think that's fine to Lightning Strike. If they don't play anything better. And even if they do, it's kind of a threat, the -1/-1. That I'd just rather not be around when I attack. Okay, lived through it, that's nice. Well, this is kind of a sad time to be alive. They have something they can cast for these colors, but I don't know what it is. Okay, that's cool. I don't mind kicking a Tellurian Geyser at this point, if that's all I have available. Okay, but this lets me cast this guy, which I think is better. Oh, I should have swung here, actually, first. What am I doing? Could have gotten in 3 damage, because there's no way they should block. And if they really did block, I could use Warhost Frenzy to punish. What am I thinking? Missed 3 damage. In a deck that's all about getting your opponent to 0 quickly, that's an expensive miss. I guess that's just their only creature, so they didn't need to kick it. And I can play this now, of course. Yeah, they don't have any blocks for this. Not with Warhost Frenzy available. I mean, what? Why am I doing this? This guy can be killed now. But it's pretty brave to just block like that. Any combat trick ruins you. It seems to make more sense to double block, doesn't it? To make sure it dies, and then I get this trick. But I think this was a bad play. What am I fucking doing? Now I can't keep this alive. Like, I don't know. I somehow thought that I could. So now I can't cast the Djinn. Like, what is wrong with me? Oh, let's just put that back. Everything. I'm so bad. I should have put back a card before I attacked, and then, like... Right, if I had put back their 3-4, and then swung, which is what I was planning to do last turn. I said, oh, okay, next turn I'll bounce their thing and then swing, and they don't have any... Like, they can't pump the 2-2, they have to let everything in. But I just, like, forgot that bouncing something was an important part of that plan. I didn't forget that Tolarian Geyser is a sorcery. I just, like, forgot I needed to cast it. Ooh, take 5, huh? It's got Menace. Okay. What do you even... There's nothing you can do with 1 white or 1 black, is there? Yeah, you're just chumping. Wow. So you cast Shouldered's Resurrection, costing yourself 5 life to gain 4 life? That doesn't seem like a good expense. Okay, well this looks like lights out. Despite my blunder. Electrostatic Infantry on turn 2 is tough to beat. Although I didn't really have much follow-up for it. Opponent sure has a lot of cards. Blight Pile, sure. Enjoy. I don't think they can live here. If they double block the menace creature, they're letting in the bigger creature. And if they block the big creature, then A, it tramples, and B, I have menace on this guy. Sure. So they are killing it, which is fine. Let's just... I have a daily to kill enemy creatures, right? So this is the thing that I care about the most. Oh, I didn't hit next fast enough. I didn't get to kill the creatures after all. Greedy. No? That was a game. Next up against Officer Karma, and I have an amplifier and some tempo tricks. Seems playable. Not incredible, but fine. I don't want to spend an impede momentum on that piece of garbage. Blue-black. With some other colors, presumably. Could be walls. Could be just about anything, really. Just a general Dimir control kind of thing. That I'll impede momentum on. If nothing else turns up. Oh, timely interference. That's fun. Don't want to use it now, because I don't like this creature. But it could be a way to kill something at some point. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. Timely interference would have been a perfect way to kill that. Because it not only... I was like, oh, it makes it block, but they can give it death touch. But it gives it -1/-0. I could have just killed it. That probably would have been better. Yeah. What was I thinking? This is the perfect creature to use timely interference on. I don't know. I mean, I can use it at instant speed later, and like, it can also kill something that has 2 power. Or neutralize something with 2 power, that is. It turns out I don't even want a Tolarian Guys or anything. I figured they would play a card. He was hoping that what they had in mind was Battle Rage Blessing. That doesn't work! Oh, it gives it indestructible at least, still. So it lives, but... Good old 0/0. Of course, it's not really a 0/0. It's a 0/3 with 3 damage on it. That's why it's not being destroyed. Or not dying? I don't think that counts as destroying. Right, it doesn't. Yeah. So, to die is to move from the battlefield to the graveyard. To be destroyed, there's only 2 effects that destroy... There's 2 ways to destroy a creature. One is with a spell that says, like, destroy it. And that causes it to die. Destroy is like the effect that causes it. The other is if, well, I'm going to say there's 2 ways. I mean, a creature is destroyed if it has damage at least as large as its toughness. And also if it was damaged by something with death touch. I think those are the 3 ways you can destroy something. There's other ways to send stuff to the graveyard to cause it to die, but those don't count as destroying. Those are the 3 things that Indestructible protect from. I think we just Twin Inferno here, right? And we hit him for like 15? There's nothing they can do about it with 1 black mana. Oh. I forgot that Balmor was also pumping. Yeah, this is just... That's like the 3-card combo that Red-Blue wants. Is like Balmor, an Amplifier, and Twinferno. You have to play other cards to like get yourself into a position to do that. But that's the dream of the deck, is playing those 3 cards. I don't know, it's a dream. Just like stopping your opponent from ever having any creatures is also a thing you would like to do. No thanks. Not enough land. Yes, thanks. See you later, Ginny boy. I have a 2 and a 3, and this could become cheap enough to be cast, whereas this kind of can't anytime soon. Oh, did opponent mulligan too? Or are they player 1? I always lose track of this. No, they mulliganed also. I thought I was player 1. Clearly I don't need to bounce that. I want to cast Depth through the Thrill of Possibility. But I'm not sure what I'm discarding. I guess the island? The grotto is sort of better. But I want to do this before I scry, so that I have more... I don't know. I don't have a good reason. It's just what I want. It's a terminal goal. A little AI joke out there for you. Yeah, I will actually take another land here. It's so that after drawing 2 cards, I would know what I want to scry for. Right? If I'd drawn a bunch of lands, then I want to scry for non-land. If you scry for something, you're like, oh, that looks good, and then top it, then like you're sort of out of control for 2 more draws. By the way, I don't want this card. Do I? Not now, I guess. But I guess I could just... This is Instants and Sorcery. I could just cast this on step 2. Okay, got a decent selection here. And it's feeding the Tolarian Terror. I don't really believe they have a combat trick here, but they might. Rona's Vortex looks sort of tempting, doesn't it? Oh, the ordering is wrong, though. I didn't realize I was going to have to cast it immediately. I thought it was like you could cast it this turn. Because... Well, I guess this is fine. Oh, and it's actually making my graveyard less full. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I can't kick it. Let's bounce the Vigilant one, I guess. Okay, this was maybe not my greatest moment. I thought I was going to be making my graveyard more full by casting more spells. They made it less full by exiling the card that was already in there. Whoops. I want to do this while they don't have any black mana. I guess I may as well swing first. See if they try blocking and using a pump spell, like take up the shield. Oh, that would be fantastic. Yes, to damage. Okay, well, that worked better than I hoped. It's not even a very good block, because it wasn't going to kill this, was it? Oh yeah, this was a 2-3 at the time, I guess. Okay. If I bounce this, I have 7 damage, so I don't think I want to do that. Big snake time? Ilkor. Don't think that's going to do it. I have 2 ways to bounce, depending on whether I draw a land here. I didn't. But this still seems good. Yes, that's the tap I want. It hardly matters, right? The snake is lethal by itself, practically. Okay. Creatures, we got them. What was it that I started the game with? It was a turn 2 Balmor, right? Yeah. Founding the Third Path. Really good for Tolarian Terrors. I remember the first time DMU was in Quick Draft, the bots did not take Tolarian Terror nearly highly enough, and you could get like 3 or 4 of them. Which, I mean, is still possible, but it's not easy. It's a crazy card for the instance deck. The spells deck, I should say. The Rookinator. Get ready to get rooked, guys. This is fine. Yeah, this is good. I have an amplifier, and then I can Founding the Third Path, Thrill of Possibility. Nice cut down. think it's the other Thrill of Possibility here. Could be the Negate, actually. I don't even really have much going on with Timely Interference. Let's dump that. Because I don't know yet how much more land I want to draw. Oof, not that much. Jeez. Two instants and sorceries in the graveyard now. There goes Balmor, and we're up to 3, is that right? Yeah. What the hell? Okay. Well, I guess I should have discarded a land earlier. Instead of my, whatever it was, Timely Interference. On the other hand, I have another Timely Interference and nothing much to do with it either. I'm going to stop in upkeep so that if I want to, I can do something before the saga goes off. I'm tempted to Interference that, just to draw a card. Negate could be better, but, like, probably not. And this gets... Well, no, I don't need a Timely Interference in the graveyard, I guess. There's already one there, so I can cast off of this if I want to draw a card. Wow! Okay, negating my draw 1, gain 1 life, huh? Okay, we're not doing anything at this time, it turns out. More possibilities, please. Sadly, we've already dumped Balmor, so it's not clear what I'm digging for. Well, Defiler, I guess. Okay. We got Dimir control over here. And I don't... My deck doesn't do shit. I'm not gonna impede momentum a 3-2, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, like, I need to not die? But this is really an offensive spell, and I have synergies for it, but they're mostly in the graveyard, I guess. I mean, this is sort of like gain 9 life, scry 1. I guess that's what I want to do. Counter? Again? Shore up this time, I would think. Okay. Guess not. And now that I've tapped this thing forever, I've drawn my solutions to it, sadly. Bad timing. It resolves. That doesn't work. Alright, and we're sort of in this now. Okay. That's a card. The thing is, impede momentum really only gain 3 life because I could have just dealt with the creature sooner if it hadn't been tapped. So, I don't know. Didn't do great on that front. I'm going to hit him for 4, I guess. I don't really relish blocking with this in case they have a trick. Looks like Rona's Vortex, actually. I don't think they have Shore Up. They would have had to have drawn it quite recently. I was just thinking, you know what I need? A Defiler of Dreams, that's what. No! What spell of theirs did I negate, by the way? Phyrexian Espionage. Okay, I don't really regret that. I think we main phase this so that I get the +1/+1 on the Djinn. And I do want to cast this because otherwise they're like winning the race. I like that this is something to cast without hesitation because it doesn't do anything, so I'm hopeful they don't have any cards that do anything. That's what it's looking like. They're down to 1 mana. It would have to be Rona's Vortex that they just top decked. But I don't think they did. They top decked this guy. They would have happily cast him last turn if they had him, so I think we got him here. Close one. Huh. I mean, if they had known how Battle Rage Blessing works, they probably could have killed me. Well, no, it wouldn't have done anything at any point later than that, right? That was the last time I used damage to do anything to a creature. Or no, because they would have used it against the Lightning Strike. Yeah, and then they would have had 1 more creature attacking me, and I would just be toast. So these are some free wins from Silver, I guess. Dude, look at this. It's another person whose username is just like their name. They're like me. Although even more explicit. Not explicit like their name is a swear word, but just like you don't even have to guess their first name from their first initial. I don't think Alan would be high on the list for A's, right? It's you know, there's a lot of A names. Alan is one of them, but if you were going to list like 5 A names, I don't think Alan would be on that list. Well, it's a little sad that... Oh, hang on. I do have Balmor mana because of the Pixie. Target land you control. So let's scry for mountains, I guess? Well, with Pixie I kind of have that under control. Let's have another draw before I decide what I'm scrying for. Mono blue Balmor, take that. That's the real control tech. Ooh. Pass with 3 mana in pretty much any colors they want. Okay, now I'm looking for lands of any color. Island is fine. But only because of Pixie. I guess we just swing out and play an amplifier. So opponent has no castable instants at this cost, and no sorceries they wanted to cast either for 3. Their hand is just full of either lands or huge spells. Okay, interesting. Good to keep in mind, I guess. Well, I say sorceries. I mean like sorcery speed spells, including creatures. I don't have anything that costs 3 or less. Unless there are some sorceries you wouldn't cast. I mean, there are some, but mostly in the early game you're trying to spend your mana effectively to establish some board presence, and so pretty much anything is useful. Nothing for 4 mana either. They clearly had something they could cast, but they chose not to. What is going on? Something don't feel right here. They could have an instant that they want to cast for 4 mana. That's certainly possible. I don't know what I'm Thrill of Possibility. It might be the snake. I might also just like try Warhost Frenzy if... It's like, this is sort of a lot of damage. Right? If I just cast Warhost Frenzy, this is 3. This is 6 more is 9. Balmor is 12. 14? Like, it's pretty scary, right? But I don't think this is a good time for it, but it's something to keep an eye on. I mean, I guess I'll just do it. Okay. Three creatures is about the best I can hope for Warhost Frenzy. With Balmor and an Amplifier on the field, it's kind of nuts. That's fine. Wonder why they killed the pixie. Was that... Oh, that was the only thing small enough? Yes, I see. Wow, they should have done that in response to the... Right? So then the pixie wouldn't have killed their thing? Another fucking island, okay. Let's get rid of that, I guess. Very funny. I don't know. Maybe I was just supposed to cast Tolarian Geyser on a token and then they couldn't kill my dude. Yeah, probably. Okay. Put that back, please. Well, getting them into lightning strike range is quite nice. The funny thing is, like, I don't even care if they have a 5/5. I just cast that because I wanted to draw a card. And deal a damage. That's nice as well. Sure. Okay, that's GG. One black is not going to save you here. It is. It's mono blue Balmor time, huh? Okay. I mean, whatever. Doesn't matter. There is no next turn. What a weird 7-0. I didn't think this deck was all that hot. I guess it is. I was worried during the deck building or the drafting phase because of like just not getting any red cards rather, and thinking about mixing in white. Pack 2, I mean, I predicted in Pack 2 we would get a lot of red. I sort of underestimated how much a lot of red is. And I don't know, I thought like I didn't have enough blue permanents for Defiler of Dreams to be all that good, and it wasn't. It was fine as a flyer, but the text on it almost never mattered. I drew like 2 cards off of it total, maybe just 1. And I don't think I ever paid the Phyrexian cost. Huh. Jin was better than expected. An opponent never really had a way to deal with it, even though I didn't have instants to keep it alive. We were saved a couple times by opponents using Battle Rage Blessing in response to Flowstone Infusion. That happened twice, right? It's kind of embarrassing. Founding the Third Path, way better than I expected. Oh yeah, I made that blunder with Timely Interference on the Battlefly thing. I could have used it to kill the Battlefly swarm. But it turned out okay because I couldn't have used Impede Momentum at instant speed to deal with the other combat trick they had in mind later. So having Timely Interference still in hand let me keep my creature alive when they tried to Battle Rage Blessing it. Okay, well. Nothing in this deck was like awful. The negate didn't do much most of the time. Did I ever cast Shore Up? Maybe once? I don't think so, though. The Thrill of Possibilities were a little bit, I don't know, I didn't use them correctly. Discarded the wrong things a couple times, but still nice to dig through for the right cards. Okay. Oh, right, it's a 7-0. I'm supposed to name the deck. What do you even call this? What did I do? Something bland like Amped Up Balmor. My curve stops at 2. It doesn't really, of course. Oh, it's a good title. All right, well, celebrate. Good. Congratulations. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.